Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Enlace After Dark. This is actually our last episode for the semester, as we're coming to a close here. But before any of that, I'm your host, Art. Joining me today is Trey.
Hey. That's it.
And in addition to my guest, Trey, we also have Bea returning back.
Hi, I'm back. They didn't kick me out.
Not yet.
Yeah.
This is
That
your
was a bit
redemption.
too quick.
This is your redemption arc right now, Bea.
Actually, I think she did pretty good for the last one. Like
Thank
really
you, Trey.
No, that last one was rigged.
It was
good.
not.
You're just mad because you lost.
It was rigged.
Well, maybe you should be better at
Then
your movie
we
knowledge.
should do another one soon, maybe next semester.
Maybe we'll see about that. But how are y'all feeling about the coming end of the semester?
It went by too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I woke up. It's what, April?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought we were still in January, man.
It has
No.
been very fast.
It's been very fast.
I don't think I've had probably 5 or 6 like full rest days scattered without the last 4 months.
Well, thankfully you have like a week's worth of studying before finals coming up.
No, I don't
No,
like
I
that.
have papers due. I'm writing papers. No. I'm sorry.
You can't write?
I can write, but it's like I'm not having a break. I'm gonna be on the go.
Oof.
I know.
Well, we hope that all y'all watching or listening have a better time than us. And if not, good luck.
I'm sorry.
What's the Bear Grylls saying? Adapt, overcome, survive, or whatever.
Adapt, improvise, overcome.
That.
Yeah.
But on today's episode of Enlace After Dark, you know what day it is? It's May 4th.
Oh, yeah.
It's May 4th.
Oh, no, I
Yeah.
mean May 4th. Yeah.
I just said Thursday.
Stop time stamping this. Stop dating this
It
video.
is
It
Thursday,
is
May
May
4th.
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 And may the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with y'all.
I don't want to say it.
Say it.
May that sounds so threatening. May
That
the
was
4th
so
be
threatening.
with you all. I don't know.
And we're all Jedi here, except me.
Don't
I
think
don't think
so
you're
special.
tough enough to be a Sith. No offense.
You're not tough enough to be a Sith.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
You can barely get away
I'll
with being a Jedi scholar, maybe.
Maybe. No, I can
A
get away
Jedi
with
scholar
that.
is a
I think
book
he's
nerd.
still on
Oh.
Padawan level.
What level of Padawan, though? Because if anything, he's probably on the level where he still has a master that he follows and shadows around with. Because he needs that extra attention.
That's just a mother. You're telling me he just needs a mom?
Say I never had enough attention.
We can tell.
You know what? No, Trey's like Padawan Obi-Wan. Oh, Padawan
No.
Obi-Wan. Yeah, because he was actually very rebellious as a Padawan Obi-Wan. That's why they
Okay.
assigned
Yeah, but
him
I'm
to.
not rebellious.
Like-
But
in,
that's why they assigned him to
Okay.
Qui-Gon,
So
who
while
was
they
even
talk about
more,
that, I'm gonna
and
talk
that
over here to
inadvertently
my
Yeah.
camera
made him
while
strict.
they just talk over me and not listen.
Go
Are
ahead.
we not giving you enough
Exactly.
attention? Do you want your
No.
attention now?
That's a little
Why are you
flex.
belittling me like that? On
How does it feel?
Oh my god. So we're here to just talk about Star Wars, not belittle me.
So on this episode
Oh.
of Enlace After Dark, we're talking about Star Wars. Just this past April, there was Star Wars Celebration out in Europe. I don't remember where in
Did you
Europe.
go?
I think it was in London. How do you expect me to go in the middle of a school semester?
Just go.
I don't know. We could take a trip to New Zealand right now.
I'm down.
Art?
We're filming. We're filming.
So when you catch us back, we'll be in New Zealand.
No, we won't.
Well, I will be.
Watch out for that video.
Stop lying
can
to
we-
my viewers.
I need a little bar saying it's probably not going to happen.
I'll edit it
Okay,
in.
thank you. Thank you. Can you leave that in too? Cool.
No.
All right, so back to Star Wars. What's your favorite movie?
This was
Movie
a
or like
road trip.
trilogy?
Let's start. Okay.
Okay.
We could do
Hold
trilogy.
on.
I just want to cause tension.
You're derailing my train here, sir. We were talking about Celebration just a moment ago.
I really like The Last Jedi.
B, did you hear any news from Celebration?
Yeah, so apparently Rey is coming back, and she's going to
Yes.
be like the leader of the Republic.
No,
Or
not
like
not the
like a
Republic, of the new Jedi
New
Order.
Jedi
Jedi Order,
Republic.
It'll
Don't
be
come for me.
like 15, 20 years after
Yeah.
the sequel trilogy.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be good.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. Like the last kind of few trilogies were a little messy. What was the first one?
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens, right? I don't think that one was too bad.
That one was like a good reintroduction
Yeah,
into the
exactly,
franchise,
exactly. But then,
and
like,
it,
it
it was a
kinda
nice little nostalgia drawback. They made plenty of points going back to a lot of the older stuff, and
Yeah. And then it kind of went downhill from there, especially like with how it left off last. Actually, do you think Adam Driver would come back, like afterwards?
well, he died.
Well, like maybe we'll see him like in the Force or like.
I don't think he
You know?
was strong enough to become a
No.
Force ghost, and even
Yeah.
at that, it took a lot of training to even learn to become a Force ghost. Jost.
I agree with Art here. I don't think we're gonna see him come back.
If
I
would
anything,
not
in
in
like
those movies.
flashbacks, but
Maybe
Just
flashbacks.
fair warning, I
and
don't
then-
really know too much about Star Wars. I just watched all of the movies. I haven't seen really like most of the spin-offs except Mandalorian. And I think I saw like I seen season 1, but I haven't like I'm halfway through season 2 and I haven't touched on season 3 yet.
Ye-
Oh, they look like they're
You-
gonna
you-
kill me.
Well, he hasn't seen it either. I'm
Hey.
caught up on everything.
he's caught up on everything. I'm the Star Wars lore
he knows,
nerd. I'm
yeah.
the king, arguably, of my
Have you
friend
seen-
group.
And I
Rogue
just have
One?
a crush on Anakin and Luke Skywalker in the first like
The
New
original
Hope
trilogy?
Oh yeah.
I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Rogue One?
Yeah. Oh
That
yeah,
was
I've
so
seen Rogue
good.
One.
That was
I
so
love
great.
that. I like
saw it in
rewatching
theaters.
it.
Oh my god, it was.
I rewatched it. That was
amazing.
good. That
I
was
really
really
liked
good.
that one.
I actually
That
got
was a
Oh,
great
have you
movie to watch in
seen
theaters.
Han Solo.
Mixed opinions
It
on
was
it. I saw
alright.
that one in theater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that one in theaters as well. It was all right. Actually, I think I saw that one with you.
No,
Oh, you guys had a little date?
No,
no,
no.
no.
I could have sworn I saw.
You're losing points, by the way.
For what? I'm probably gonna come back after this.
No, you
Bee's
probably will.
last episode ever.
This
She'll
is my
probably-
second
Let's
strike.
be fair. She'll probably be here next semester, and then I don't know.
What
You
do you
might
mean you don't
No,
know?
Art. I don't know.
I'm
about
gonna
you.
specifically edit her out now.
Good luck.
Like
hey,
how the
can you
Try
put the
Guys did
camera
them?
and just leave it right there on her? Bea,
Not
just-
not from this episode.
Oh,
Everything going forward,
well, there's nothing going
I
forward
do
till next semester.
nothing wrong.
you're gonna lose points.
I'm backing her. She's right.
Thank you. You're doing that so you could get on my good side, huh?
Oh God, no.
Oh.
I don't care about that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'll continue.
So just
to
like Star
belittle
Wars
you.
has now become a political game. How fun!
That's ooh.
Oh damn,
Like-
he's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
The amount of politics that actually went down in
I
Star
know,
Wars,
that's
everything from the movies to the
crazy.
TV shows, and even everything in between.
I was just about to say something. Wait, where are y'all on the show? So you're season 2 of Mandalorian.
halfway. I barely remember.
Okay, so
and
barely
I don't
see.
wanna.
I'm
What-
completely
have you
caught
seen
up.
any other shows?
No, I've only seen Mando.
How have
Okay.
you not seen the Clone Wars?
I was gonna say Andor.
Okay, I did
Clone Wars, I
not pay
understand.
for like Disney XD. What did you say?
What?
I was gonna say if you haven't seen Clone Wars, I understand. It's
No.
very long,
No, wait,
No,
it's,
that's
crucial.
not my problem.
crucial, yes.
Um,
to get started, it's a big commitment.
I mean, isn't it like 20 minutes?
It's
or-
20-minute episodes.
It's
Yeah, I
21-minute
don't mind
but
episodes.
there's 9
There's
seasons. I mean 7 seasons.
8 seasons.
8 seasons. Yeah.
8 seasons of
I
the Clone
could-
Wars, 21
brush
minutes
through
an
that.
episode, give or take about 13 episodes a season.
Still a large commitment.
That's
Okay.
a large commitment for you.
Yeah, I got
Trey has
commitment
commitment
problems.
issues.
Mhm.
We're not getting into this on my Star Wars podcast.
Well,
Who's the
it's-
Padme to
it's
your Anakin?
show and movie commitments.
Right.
Because I think Art has
So-
recommended 12 shows to me, and I've seen
We're
one of
not
them.
going on to my show list that I've provided to you every other year, Trey.
Yeah, it changes every year. I don't think I've seen a
You,
single thing.
you've gone to me and asked me for list of shows, and you
I just never get to it.
I think that's an introvert thing.
I'm cutting this out now.
Okay.
But Yeah, Star Wars Celebration. A lot of news came out of it. Rey's movie trilogies. That was the thing. We got an announcement for several other series and seasons.
Yeah, an Ahsoka show, right?
That was
Yes.
announced
That was
at the
announced a while ago.
the last celebration, but we've officially got a lot more details on that episode or that series rather, and how that's going to work out. With the reveal trailer showing a lot of familiar Rebels faces.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think I've
Yeah.
seen like one episode from Star Wars Rebels, but that was because they like put it on Disney Channel for like that one time, and then like they put it back on like Disney XD, and I didn't afford, I couldn't afford it, so I didn't watch it. And then like I don't really have Disney Plus, so.
Okay.
Oh, I feel judged.
No.
I only have
off camera.
I only enjoy Disney Plus for my Star Wars content.
To be honest, that's
Yeah.
the only reason I pay for Disney Plus. Other than that,
In Marvel.
it's I'm gonna stop
Which
taking
episode?
because it's Disney, so Star Wars. That's really it.
That's my thing.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen how many episodes
I have finished all the episodes.
of?
Mandalorian, Bad Batch.
So you're completely caught up.
I'm caught up.
He's lying.
No spoilers, please.
He's really. I know you're lying.
No, I'm completely
Look
caught
into
up.
his eyes. He is not lying.
Those are lying eyes. She's telling the truth, but you're lying.
Or am I?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think it will work on you. It only works on simple-minded.
Oh, I hate you. Wow.
Oh, that was too easy. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was a little
I
too
did
easy.
walk into that one.
You did walk into
Yeah.
that one.
Just like it worked.
Yeah, whatever. Ooh. So
I would love to see like a full spin-off of just R2-D2.
An
isn't-
R2-D2 series?
Just like mostly about like droids.
Isn't that
What do you
a
think?
fan theory?
No,
that
okay,
The
so-
stories are told by R2.
Okay, so there's a theory that the entire Skywalker saga is told from this perspective of R2-D2, because R2-D2 has never had his memory wiped all the way from the Phantom Menace to where we are now. That's one of the theories, because C-3PO's memory has been wiped a few times. Don't do that. Don't do that. You can hear it on the mic.
Do what?
Yeah, I heard that.
Don't.
Do what?
Hey. I heard that.
I did not do anything.
But actually, if you do want like a little like droids spin-off series, the Clone Wars has a few episodes called the D Squad. That's a story arc. D Squad standing for Droid Squad, obviously, where they get R2-D2 and several other astromech droids, and they run a mission behind enemy lines. Yeah, it was a pretty good story arc. So it features like 4 astromechs, maybe 1 gonk droid, and then a pit droid that accompanies them, along with a small amphibious humanoid general of the Clone Wars.
I wish like I want to go to Disneyland so badly, just like to see the Star Wars.
I want to go to Galaxy.
Because like I would
so
spend
bad.
so much money there, dude. On a
thought that was
lightsaber, on a
I thought that was
droid.
Disney World. I thought Galaxy Edge was Disney World. In
It's
Florida.
in California.
Oh, okay.
I think so, right?
I thought it was Florida.
They have-
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's not in Florida.
Can we get a? Can
Fact
someone
check?
check that?
No,
please?
because
Just
when I
tell us in
went
our ear.
in, oh, you don't believe me.
Well, if I'm wrong, I would like to know if I'm wrong. It's not that I don't believe you.
No.
Yeah, but where's Galaxy Edge?
You know, speaking of the Galaxy's Edge, I have all the comics that tie in with the lore of Galaxy's Edge, because
Oh
when you
wait,
actually
there's
go
lore attached to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
because when you go to
Oh.
Galaxy's
When you go
Edge,
there.
you're actually in
On
Star
the edge
Wars.
of the galaxy.
No, you're in Star Wars technically.
Yeah.
Galaxy's Edge has its own actual planet, place, and location in Star Wars lore. So the moment you step onto Galaxy's Edge, technically, you've just entered into the sequel era of Star Wars.
Dude,
Yeah.
I really have to go now.
Wait. So
No, it's not.
it's Florida. Oh. I was about to say. Okay, so going back to what I was gonna say is, if it's technically lore, right?
Okay.
That means there's a bunch of random people with lightsabers out there.
Not completely.
Well,
Like-
as long as
What do
they're
you mean
on the
random?
property, they're in Star Wars. That little silly just has an abundance of people with lightsabers.
I
Right?
hate your argument. I hate your argument,
Ooh,
but I see your
okay.
point.
It's right.
All right.
If that's Star
Actually-
Wars,
Of course, it's not going to be completely in
Here-
the realm of canon.
yes.
But
All right. Actually, so fun fact or like theory about the lightsabers, like apparently it's like it's more of a theory, but I saw a guy and he described it like it's actually like a sword, like it has two fronts like a blade. Like you know how a sword has like a blunt like flat edge and then it has a sharp edge. So that's the same with like the sabers, but again, it's like light. It has a force of like heat of 1,000 suns. So like we see it as a sphere, but actually like the weapon is like a sword where it has that blunt edge and that sharp edge. So I guess like to not with Jedis, you know, like not to hurt them or just like
if we break down the word of lightsaber, it is light.
and saber.
And what is a saber? Sword.
Big ball, dude.
What'd you say about
okay, wait,
simple-minded?
is this common knowledge or
He just
the what,
said
saber?
lightsaber.
wait, this
Of
is common
course,
knowledge? No,
that's-
no, I looked up.
I thought you were going to talk about how you get your different colors on your
Oh
crystals.
no, that's based
and
off
how-
of like, cause I know with the
Hold on, Can I
crystal.
defend her really quick?
okay.
Can I defend
Go
her?
ahead.
And I know what she's talking about. The double edge. The
Yeah.
reason that video talks is because when Jedi's fight, they were saying to defend, to the lightsabers don't go through each other. They hit it with the not the sharp side, but that's what stops it from going through. That's why they collide. That's what the video was going on. It told it a little
Yes.
bit different, but that's what she was referring to. So that way they could defend it. They use the blunt side, which stops the lightsaber, and the sharp side would have just gone through it.
I would have just gone with the knowledge or notion of the Force, because the way that the lightsaber works and all that, the Jedi go to find their saber crystals, and the saber crystals are attuned to the Force via attuned towards them as well. And so when the lightsaber is generated and created, it has Force essence and energies within it. So then you get that ability.
Would it be
to-
called a force saber then?
No.
No, because it's a kyber crystal.
Okay.
So wouldn't it be a
I'm messing
crybal-
with you. I'm messing with you. Okay. I may not be an expert or
Oh, nor am I.
Oh, of
professor nerd over here.
Yeah, that's me.
About about Star Wars, but I have a good general knowledge of like lore and everything, more than like the average one. I would say. I don't want that title, but like don't hold it against me. But I do know like, you know, who Rey is and like.
How did
Luke
Rey come about
Skywalker.
that?
Do you want like the
Oh, she came from a.
I've
wait,
told him.
what's his name? What's
He just held the
name?
finger up to me.
he
He didn't even
shushed
say
you.
anything. He just. Finger. I was like, wow.
No. Emperor. What's his name? Palpatine. I'm like I can't. There's a lot of P words in Star Wars, might I add. So.
I'm sorry.
Like.
Can you elaborate?
Padawan? Palpatine, Padme. A lot.
No, there's not.
Dude, agree. Let's go forward.
No. Oh, this is going terribly.
This is how I thought to
but
start.
yeah. Also, when they mentioned that, like in the third, like part,
They
of,
don't at all
yeah.
mention how Rey's conception and all that works in the movies. They only
Exactly.
Well, I was just
elaborate
about to
it
tell you the intro
the
of the first
book.
movie.
In the
that she lived in
comics,
it.
they did no,
in the books.
You
Oh,
read the
books.
comics?
a few.
I've never. So.
I
I
didn't
have
know
all
there
the
was
comics
comics
so far.
until I
Huh?
found
I have
out.
all the comics going from 2018 onward.
Do you recommend them?
Nerd.
Do you want to come over and read them?
Do you
Aw.
recommend them?
First you see the movie together, now you read comic books.
Dude,
Aw. He's like the
Trey, you're
Padme
never
Deron
allowed back into
again.
my house anymore now. Thank you, B. B, you will not be coming back after this episode.
He has no
Okay,
authority
don't
to say
hate
that. Don't
me.
listen to him.
This is a forbidden love story that has to be told.
Stop it, B. This hurts. This hurts.
This is supposed to be a fun Star Wars podcast.
And now it's not.
No, he's just mad because he has a lot to edit.
Can we move on to?
I was gonna go somewhere with this. Oh yeah.
I'm
So with Palpatine and like that
Palpatine.
Rey, like related stuff. That was
Yep.
just, I don't know. I feel like
do
they
you
could have done
understand?
without.
Do you understand how that happened or worked out?
Palpatine had a son, and that was her father,
It was
Yes
just
and
a
no.
Swan.
or a swan.
No. Don't listen to him. He's crazy. Do you want the canonical answer?
Yes.
I mean, what's the fictional answer?
Uh, Nonsense. A swan.
I mean, the last like 3 movies of Star Wars were nonsense. So hey.
Yeah, that's fair. No, Rey came about because when they were trying to clone Palpatine and all that jazz, a defective
Oh.
clone of his got free, ended up not being a Palpatine entirely, went off, found love, had a kid, got murdered by the First Order. That kid was left behind on the sand planet.
Wait, Order like 66 or
No, the First
No.
Order.
Oh, First
First
Order.
Order.
Oh,
The First
never mind.
Order, the new empire.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So,
Oh, okay, that makes
so,
sense.
so technically, Rey is Palpatine's
Clone.
daughter.
Oh, daughter?
Technically, because it's
Wait a
remember
minute.
her father is the clone of
Clone.
Palpatine. So you can make the
Well-
argument that Rey is technically Palpatine's daughter, but if you're gonna go the Jango Fett route, then that is Palpatine's granddaughter.
Okay, yeah, because I was thinking Fett.
Because yeah, like Boba Fett is the son of Jango Fett and not necessarily
Okay.
the clone or the
Clone.
brother of Boba or Jango. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's weird. I don't. And that was explained in the book novelization of Episode 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was explained
Good.
in a book.
Oh no, I was thinking of Anakin, like how he brought up, because wasn't his mom like she said he doesn't have a father?
Yeah, Anakin doesn't
And-
have a father because the
Yeah.
conception was through the Force,
It
and
was
now
literally immaculate conception. Oh, like
there have
you
been
could
many.
make
my
an
God.
argument that like
So
Anakin was Jesus.
exactly.
well, Anakin is the chosen one, and I would prefer to stand by
True.
that statement that Anakin.
No, he
Brought
did
balance to the
fulfill
Force and
his
all that.
duties
What's his
as the
mom's
chosen
name?
one.
Mary.
Shimmy.
Oh.
That his mom's name is Shimmy.
Shimmy or
Oh, Shimmy. I'm thinking like Shimmy, like
I thought he said shimmy
dancing
too.
Shimmy. Like
it's one of the
I was
two.
like-
It's Shimi.
Shime.
Shimmy.
Shimmy.
Shime is like I would say Japanese pronunciation. So
Look. Either way,
Call George Lucas and ask.
yeah. Let me just get George Lucas, founder and director of all this.
I have him on speed dial.
I have him on speed dial, Mister.
what a coincidence! I have Walt Disney right here.
How did you get the phone number of a frozen head?
How did you get the phone number of George Lucas, the creator, director, and founder of Star Wars?
He went to my
My-
birthday party.
My cousin was part
So
of the
did
camera
Walt
crew.
Disney. Huh?
My cousin was part of the camera crew.
Oh, you're serious?
No.
he's
Okay.
not.
I'm like, I was like, oh, because he looked like, just like, how dare you think I'm lying? Like I'm being for real. I'm like, oh, sorry.
But back to the point at hand. She was traveling to Naboo as a part of the slave trade and all that. She
Oh
got
yeah,
pregnant
his
on
mom
the.
was a slave, right?
They were slaves. Yes.
Oh, all of them. Oh.
Anakin and his mother were both slaves to Jabba the Hutt
Yeah,
initially.
okay, to
but
Jabba.
back to his birth, she got pregnant in transit through no father through the Force.
That's what they
Legends
say.
and other theories say that it is via cause of Palpatine because
Mm-hmm.
Palpatine was learning under his master Darth Plagueis, who was attempting to create life and had
Oh, I never
altered
heard of Darth
midichlorians.
Plagueis. I didn't know like Palpatine had a master. I thought that was like he was the top dog.
No,
Have you heard the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I don't like his devious smile. That's like a Sith smile right there.
And she said
because
I
it's
could
a
be a
Sith
Sith.
story. It's not a story the Jedi would
Yeah.
tell.
Oh.
Oh, you actually don't know.
No, I really don't.
Okay.
You'll explain it better
Okay.
than me.
Anyhow, but yeah, no. So the legend series and all that is that Palpatine learned from his master, who was doing all that, and
Which
so
is
that
Darth
Plagueis.
Plagueis.
Yes.
See,
and
another
so
keyword.
Palpatine then influenced the midichlorians in his mother's body to then conceive.
Why her
Anakin.
specifically? Or they just picked a random, like, slave
The
girl?
Force works in mysterious ways. That's your generic answer.
There was an episode with the Force. That was kind of cool.
That was really cool.
Oh,
in the
isn't Clone Wars? Or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Mortis
Yeah.
arc. Oh god, that's so awesome. That's my
That was cool.
second or third favorite story arc of the
That
franchise.
was my favorite episode.
It's
Okay,
episodes.
it's not a competition.
I know. I get
Nothing beats the
story
Umbara
but
arc,
that's the-
but that's a story for another day.
Okay, let's
but,
go.
Right.
Darth Plagueis.
So Darth
So the story of all this
Plagueis.
goes back so many generations. You got to start all the way back in the Old Republic, where you first find out about Darth Bane.
There's a Bane?
Yeah,
That-
he wears
that-
a
that was-
mask. and
no.
it's like-
He has an
Oh,
alternative. They all have different names, of
DC.
course, but when they become not the equivalent of like a Jedi Knight, Jedi
Bane.
Master, the title, and even before all that, is Darth. Darth followed by your new Sith name. So Darth Bane at the time was in the middle of the Old Republic and Sith Empire wars, pretty much. And at this time as well, the Jedi were standing away from the army stuff, and then had to last minute put together the Army of Light, which is just a giant corps of Jedi Masters and Knights who went off to go fight against the Empire and the Sith armies then. Anyhow, Darth Bane does this crazy thing where he uses the Force to blow up most of a planet, killing that entire Army of Light and Sith Order entirely of the time. And he develops from then on, from old Sith teachings, the rule of two.
The rule
which
of what?
The rule of two, which is a master and
Master and a-
apprentice.
Ah,
Yes.
and
So going
follower.
forward, Bane took on, I want to say, three
But
different
Bane
apprentices.
is the Sith, correct?
Yes, Bane is
Okay.
the
And he's
new
one-
Sith Lord.
Okay.
After he destroyed the entire Sith Empire, he took on a Jedi Padawan, who then became his Sith apprentice. And I don't think so. The rule of two pretty much is the apprentice becomes the master once they defeat and kill the master. I think Bane went through
For
maybe
Sith?
for Sith.
Okay.
Yeah, to become
Yeah.
So-
a master, you have to kill
Because
your
that
master.
doesn't sound
because
like a
it's
Jedi
the rule
thing.
of two.
Yeah.
So I think Bane went through maybe 3 apprentices before he was finally got.
Oh.
And then that one became the master.
And
And then
that
that one
one
later
is-
had its own apprentices or apprentice, and then was either bested by that one or so forth. And eventually we get up to Darth Plagueis, who influences the young Nabooian senator Palpatine from like a fairly young age, like late teens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Palpatine had Force abilities, but he had a
I didn't know he
unique-
was a senator.
yeah, in his younger times, because it's like politics. You got to be in some sort of political position to then rise up to get to that senator chancellor position.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Like, I keep on thinking he's like a Sith Lord, but I've
He's
completely
always been a Sith Lord,
I know,
but-
but I completely forgot that he was like a chancellor and he had this like whole. I mean, I know it's part of
Political
the story.
escapade and- yeah.
But like, I just still view him as just like, oh, like Sith.
Yeah, he's a Sith in the shadows, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, Plagueis experimented with dark side alchemy and various sciences, and was trying to figure out how to extend life of his own as well and stuff like that.
Oh, I
And the funny
remember they
thing about
mentioned
this is the rule of two. A lot of the times, the way it comes down is the apprentice will
Mm-hmm.
keep the master alive long enough to learn everything.
So like, even though they have the power to kill them, they keep them around.
So they can
just so
learn
that way
everything that
all
their
of them know.
master knows, and
That's
then may
insane.
finally make the attempt to go after the master. And so the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise is the story that Palpatine tells Anakin in episode 3 during the opera scene.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah. And so he tells him the story about Darth Plagueis, the Sith Lord, who wanted to prolong life and all that, and was doing various Force studies to do so, and was even told that he found a way to do so.
Oh, yeah.
And so one night, his apprentice, Palpatine,
Yeah, I'm following.
yeah,
I'm following. Yeah.
pretty much kills him in his sleep. That's the long and the short of the story.
Oh.
Palpatine-
So like once he fit, like once they
So
figured out how to put
Palpatine
on
learned
life,
all he
that's
could
when
from Plagueis, and then
and that's when he
And
offed him.
that's-
and then he becomes the new Dark Lord of the
Oh,
Sith.
and does that?
And that's where he
why-
learns cloning.
Oh.
And he transferred his memories to his clones.
Oh, okay.
So that's
and
how.
is that when?
And that's also in Legends as well,
wait.
but that is what it seems
Again,
to
I-
be.
That will
haven't
also lead on to
rewatched-
The Force Awakens.
This is based off of like when I rewatched the Star Wars. Like I had a whole, I guess, movie marathon with my dad. That's how he got me into
Yeah.
Star Wars in the first place. Yeah. So I think it was like in the freeze around here.
Mhm.
That was like what, 2 years ago. So that was like the most recent time when I watched like
Mhm.
all Star Wars films. Like that's including I think Rogue One.
So all
and,
the spin-offs as well.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
including spin-offs as well. Like in the like timeline.
Mhm.
And that's when I got like most of my general knowledge from it. And so correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Anakin like kill Palpatine or no?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes
and that's when
and
he
no.
became like a Sith.
I mean,
okay,
no,
kill
so-
is loose.
So-
used
Very
loosely.
loosely.
Okay.
Because again,
So-
he does
so
reappear.
in
on
the
the
relative
would you really
timeline.
credit Anakin?
Yes,
Wait,
You would
what?
Credit Anakin?
I would credit Anakin as the chosen one.
Oh,
No,
I
he-
meant like killing Palpatine.
Yes.
Okay.
No, he did do what he was like foretold that he would do. He brought balance to the Force
Yes.
I mean,
with Luke. I mean, George Lucas talked about this because like he was just
did.
like near the end he did save like
Yeah.
he did save
fulfill the
Luke
prophecy.
and he did
But-
change. So it was
So to
written in
answer
stone.
your question, the whole
forgot my
ordeal
question.
is Palpatine finally finds the chosen one, the prophet, and
Mm-hmm.
then because Anakin is so old when he joins the Jedi Order, there's a weird stigma around Anakin and the Jedi. The Jedi like him
Wait,
but don't
he's-
like him at the same time.
Yeah,
He's too
that's
old is the issue.
They know
Most
the truth.
Jedis are inducted, or Jedi
Anakin?
Padawans are inducted into the Order when they're toddlers.
Oh really?
So Anakin
Mhm.
joined in when he was about
9.
11 or 9. Yeah.
9.
So he was already too old.
Oh.
He had
yeah.
already gone through most of life's
Well, I wouldn't
emotions
say
and stuff like
most
that.
of life.
Well,
At 9
for-
years old.
For a Padawan.
For the Padawans.
'Cause they were raised differently.
So just like once you're born, boom.
Yeah,
here's-
the Jedi
learn
Order
the
came in and was like,
Force.
we're taking your kid.
When they're born, the children, depending on what planet you come from, they get the tests and all that. And eventually, if your midichlorian count's high, the Jedi are alerted, and then they may come
Oh.
by, visit the parent.
That's
and-
how they measure it?
Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Oh well.
was the
Yeah,
second
it's like a
time.
blood count concentration thing.
Oh.
So it's like midichlorian per.
So
Mhm.
would you say that like if we took a blood test now, you would be qualified as a Jedi?
No, because midichlorians
No,
aren't real.
That doesn't
No.
exist. I would.
I would love to. I would love to have enough of a midichlorian count if I was in that universe.
I mean,
to
but you wouldn't
maybe
know your
constitute as
parents.
a Force
Yeah, you
user.
wouldn't know based off appearance. Wouldn't it? Would it be random?
Well, I would say I would miss my parent, but I would have no concept of that.
Yeah, because you would have been raised by the
Yeah.
other Jedi in the Order and so
Yeah,
forth.
Mm. So
But
I
I
don't
wouldn't
think
have a
you would
problem.
miss your mom.
Well, you'll
then,
never
I
know
guess.
them.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
okay, so
That just
we could
depends.
talk and debate this all day, but there's a number of different Jedi that have had that issue where they've encountered family or met
I
family.
mean,
and
Anakin
then-
for one.
Well,
literally.
yeah,
I
of
would.
course, Anakin's the big one.
I 100% would want to know my biological parents. I would have showed up. I'll be like,
Hey,
yo,
hey,
check
Mom,
me out
Pop.
now.
I got like this shining lightsaber, bro.
And the
Accidentally cut
legend.
off my wrist.
So allow me to get through the whole Anakin Palpatine deal. So Jedi do and don't like Anakin because Anakin's too old. He's got all the emotional issues and all that.
Of a
but
teenager still.
Palpatine is like, hey, this kid, he's ripe to be influenced
He's the
heavily.
chosen.
So
He
he
wasn't wrong.
takes him under his wing for most of everything and takes a heavy interest into him. Blah 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 blah. Clone Wars. Blah 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 blah. End of Clone Wars. Anakin
Yeah.
falls to the dark side, joining up with Palpatine. Anakin and Obi-Wan fight. He's now Darth Vader. Death Star number 2. Luke, Darth Vader, and Palpatine are all aboard and all that. Luke, join us, and we can rule the galaxy. You just have to defeat your father and all that jazz. Luke loses his mind for a minute. In the scenes, you can see yellow eyes, depending on what cut you're talking about.
Oh, really? In,
Yeah,
like,
because he did fall to the dark side very briefly.
A New Hope or
Luke in the last of the original trilogy.
Yes, the
Return of the
last
Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
Yes. And, beats up Anakin, Darth Vader, for a good chunk of that. And then before he can throw the killing blow, he's like, no, I'm a Jedi. And then he returns from his brief touch with the dark side and confronts the Emperor. The Emperor does his whole spiel of attacking Luke with lightning and all that. And Darth Vader, in his moment of realizing this is his son, after going through like the entire conflict of all that, is like, I have to save my son. He did, in that moment, essentially denounces the dark side, returns to being Anakin, and throws Palpatine over the reactor pit.
Yeah.
Is that why you consider it Anakin killing him and not Darth Vader?
Yeah, because in that
Because
moment,
in that moment, that's when he becomes the chosen one and brings balance.
Returns to being Anakin.
Okay.
That's
He
when
returns.
who he truly is overcomes what he's become. And in various different writings and various legends and non-canon like endings to all of that, there's a moment where he's dying between like on the shuttle and onto Endor, where Obi-Wan comes to him through the Force and quickly teaches him how to join the Force in the light yet again, and that's why we get him to be the Force Ghost at the end of the movie.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Well,
yeah,
like
okay.
the Ewoks are just like partying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's there is
I
like,
love that so much.
So that's why Anakin does not and / Darth Vader become the Sith Lord, because he's a Jedi by that point. He returned to the light.
He returned to the Force, and you could see that like with his Force Ghost.
Yes.
So yeah.
But yeah, issues with the Jedi Order and family stuff. Count
Oh,
Dooku.
family trauma.
Yeah, that's fun.
I mean, so we know obviously Anakin being like the one, like
Who showed up too late to.
well,
When you're
who had
born in the
family
fall and then you can't
problems.
join your friends in school in kindergarten, so then while all your friends are in first grade, you're stuck in kindergarten being the older kid. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I meant like with family essentially, because he fell in love with Padme and he wanted to like have that.
Well, he did secretly marry Padme. And
I
all
mean,
that.
yeah,
but he wasn't
like,
supposed to.
he wasn't supposed to.
He broke the rules.
Yeah, that's why Jedis can't send emails. They're not allowed to have attachments.
They have email?
No.
Oh, I was like,
It's-
what? Oh, dude.
And knowing you, how you edit this, you're gonna make it.
I'm
like,
gonna leave that in.
You're gonna leave that in.
I'm gonna
yeah,
leave
all
all
the
this in.
other jokes I have made down the toilet. Even though those are the ones they laughed at the most.
Have you even seen how I edit?
No.
Exactly.
He's not gonna do it. He's gonna say he took it, but it's gonna stay in the video.
Shh. Oh,
Oh,
I peeked.
yeah, in high school.
Ooh. This is why he won't miss you.
I'm editing this out now.
Oh.
I have to edit my own joke out now.
I was just thinking too, just like, this is like a really good Star Wars conversation. And it's just immediate.
Yep. Immediate left turn. Okay. Have y'all seen the? I feel like I know your answer. Have you seen the Obi-Wan show?
Yeah.
No, oh my gosh,
Okay,
I
never
wish
mind.
I haven't. I really want to though, because I feel like it's like so cool.
It is.
I
It
feel
is
it's
kind of cool.
especially when like that prequel trilogy is like, I personally really like it, but
The
'cause-
prequels?
yeah, the prequels, cause even though they could have been executed better, but just because it flowed well with like the original trilogy that came out in the 70s. That's what I liked about it most.
Well, they kind of had to.
Well, no, okay, but then like with Rey's stuff and just like, I mean, it connects, but it doesn't like. There's points
Connects.
where you look at it and just like, does it though? Like that kind of just seems like thrown out there for
Yeah.
plot. Like this one, just like okay, there's like depth to it, and like plus after that you got like the Clone Wars, the Rebels. Like you kind of got that from like the original prequels,
Yeah.
and like technically there hasn't been a spin-off for Rey until like until
No,
the
they're-
most
they're-
recent like
they're-
new movies about her and everything.
I mean, there was Resistance that happened at the same time as
Wait,
The Force
there-
Awakens. It's a TV show.
Oh, there was a TV
Yeah.
show? I didn't know.
Yeah, it didn't do too well in the
Well,
fan
that's probably
base.
why I didn't know it.
Yeah, and the fan base really don't like talking about it.
It wasn't that good.
It wasn't that good.
And that's stretching saying it wasn't that good.
It hasn't hit the level of the Star Wars Holiday Special yet, but it's nearing that level of we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Cut that out, please. I beg of you.
God. But
yeah. Oh.
did that answer any of your questions?
No, that did. I have another one though. So what's that thing? Right
That's
there?
our Godux light.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a lightsaber or something.
No.
Oh, okay. So I just. What are you doing?
I hope we're not on the wide.
I really hope we're not now. Yeah, that would look weird on the wide. I was really hoping I was like, one of y'all. And then, yeah, that would look bad.
We're not doing the light thing.
You know,
We've got 5 minutes, Trey.
No, that's why I was like.
We're closing.
we can do it. Hold on. We can do it. We can do it. Come on, white. Alright,
So yeah.
we're gonna use the Godux, okay?
So
What
what the
color
go
lightsaber
at?
would you want?
Oh yeah, what color?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's art.
The bright
If
red.
you could have red as a Jedi, I feel
Would you
like
have
that
the
would be
little like with
It's gonna be right here.
Ben?
Plus or minus.
How he has his little like thingies on the handle?
Oh,
I
would
feel
you
like
want
that's extra.
the T lightsaber.
No, I wouldn't want a lightsaber with crossguard.
I feel
that,
like-
that feels a little extra.
Yeah, I feel like he did it just to be different. Like he just wanted to be different, you know, like.
And that model ranges all the way back to the old Republic era stuff
Oh
too.
really?
Yeah, it was-
I mean, I can
It's
tell
been-
with like
it's
the
been retconned into the canon and all that, but Kylo Ren's lightsabers is actually a fractured kyber crystal. I've got the
Well,
function.
that's
Yeah.
why it has the jagged
which
sides.
is also why with Sith
They
they're
tend to
red
use-
because they bleed, don't they? They're kyber crystal, and that's why they turn
It's a
red.
process known as
That's-
kyber crystal bleeding.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
An
That's not
alternative
canon anymore, is it?
bleeding. Yes.
No,
So
it's
what's not
canon.
canon is the idea or notion of artificial or synthetic kyber.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's what I was
that's
thinking.
what's not
Okay.
canon.
So
Anyway.
that would be your lightsaber color.
I don't know. Do
If
you
I
think I
could
could be a
have
Sith?
it.
I don't
If
know.
I
I
could
don't want
have
to kill
it.
younglings.
Well, that was a blue lightsaber.
It was a blue lightsaber.
Oh, now it's off. Ooh, I feel like this one
he's
would be
playing with it
mine.
right now.
A little yellow, but I feel like that's like too
Would you go
holy,
yellow?
huh?
You'll be yellows are guardians, not guardians.
Aren't-
The guards of the Jedi temple.
Yeah, exactly.
The
They're
Sentinels.
guards.
Sentinels, yeah.
Sentinels.
The
exactly.
Jedi Temple
that's the word.
guards.
Or it could be purple, like
I would want purple. Yeah, give me a
Samuel
purple
Jackson.
lightsaber.
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
You don't. You understand the issues of the purple lightsaber?
Okay, there's a no. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Educate us.
No,
No.
go on. Then.
Educate us.
The purple lightsaber essentially is a unique one because A, that was gifted to Mace Windu, but also B, it indicates your fine line where you walk between the light and the dark at the same time. And you could not walk that fine line and maintain
You would
one
trip.
side. You would trip and
You
stumble
would
onto the other
trip.
side.
I'm like,
Yeah,
sound.
but Force lightning's kind of cool. So I might.
Ooh,
mine,
I
mine
want
would
pink.
be red.
There's not a pink one, is there?
We could make you a pink
There's like
one.
a
Oh, don't
magenta.
belittle me.
There's like a magenta one.
There is a magenta, yeah.
But like, what? I don't know. Magenta, wouldn't that lean towards like red
It's the
to
same
Sith?
issues
Yeah.
of the
Purple.
purple lightsaber
Mhm.
coloring.
I could see her.
Wait, so
trying
what's
to
the difference
balance.
between the green and blue lightsabers then?
Nothing.
Blue is more so your action based in a sense. Green is more scholarly.
Ah, okay. Did they
I
go
would
into
not have a
detail
green one.
with that in the movies? No. right?
No, that's
Yeah.
of course everything we learned from like outside resources and legends and just things that you see in a pattern and stuff like that.
Okay.
But then now with the new
'Cause I was always
new canon
curious.
stuff like that, it's
Yeah.
actually kyber crystals are determined by frequency based.
Oh.
So you
So I
could
could change it like a radio
Oh, wait.
station.
kind of
Was
sort of.
wasn't there like a white saber, or am I?
White lightsabers are
Yes.
the result of curing bleeding kyber crystals.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember someone talking about.
Don't
that.
ask me about the dark saber because that lore is yet to be
That's-
dropped.
Isn't that like still in progress, like with that lore?
Yes and no.
Okay. Because I remember they mentioned it in Mando, or am I tripping?
Pick a color.
She did pick
Yeah,
a color.
oh, yeah.
I thought
Well,
she
I
was
didn't
picking a
hold
color.
it.
Oh. Oh no.
It's the plus or minus, and just move up down to let us know what color you will want. I would want the purple. You could hold it.
I mean, with yellow, like, it would be the
The Sentinel guards.
Sentinels, right?
Yes.
But aren't they like, were they droids or were they?
No,
No, they
were
were.
people.
They
You
were.
remember the blind guy from Rogue One?
No, he wasn't a Jedi.
No, but
He was a guardian of the Wills.
Oh, okay,
a different
never mind.
force.
I think it was a
moving-
different.
Yeah.
never mind.
We
So I
have
would
ran
be
over the
blind?
5-minute mark. No.
Oh, you are.
Jedi Sentinel were.
Says four
were-
eyes over here.
Both wear glasses.
I know, that's like,
why
what
I'm
do you
that
mean picking
bad.
on me for? Let's see, what would be mine? I guess we're sticking with yellow then. It doesn't want to.
Hold.
Is she hitting the plus?
Ooh,
Oh.
okay, this color's cute.
Just hold it. Just hold the plus sign.
Okay,
So-
I'm good. I
Oh.
know.
You would
Like,
done yellow?
what about if?
So,
what
like, an
would this
orange?
classify me as? Oh yeah, orange. But wasn't that like more of a Centennial, like yellow orange-ish?
In Legends, Plo Koon used to have an orange lightsaber, but then at the start of the Clone Wars, it then was like bad PR for the Jedi to have a nearly red color. So then he
So they
was.
changed it.
So he was forced to change to
They
a blue
changed
lightsaber.
it because of PR.
In Legends.
Cool.
Maybe white. I feel.
What's
So
the
you're
white?
gonna-
I think that's a good like redemption for me.
It's the
It's like-
process. It's the aftermath of healing a
so-
bleeding crystal.
Yeah,
It's
so like I
just-
turned
it
from a
doesn't-
Sith
okay.
to a. Would you still be considered a Jedi after that, or? I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Anakin, he was still considered.
Well,
No, 'cause you
Ahsoka has
consider
a white
him-
saber.
Oh.
Because she
doesn't
defeated she God. If we go on and on and on, I'm
yeah,
gonna
she
go
defeated-
on and on
okay,
and on.
So she
and
stole
on.
those sabers.
She defeated an Inquisitor.
So they're
and got them.
trophies.
Ooh. That's a
This
nice
was
argument.
Enlace After Dark.
Dude, you can't just do that. Hey.
I hope you guys enjoyed your time here. Good luck to y'all in finals and end of semester. We will catch you all next semester. Not be. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.